When we talk about fundamentals in putting, I mentioned there's a lot of variance among putters out there on tour, but if we look at the greats, there are really 4 things that they all do and they have in common when they putt well. And the first one is going to be that the arms hang loosely from their shoulders. And what do I mean by that? Well, if I just get into a nice golf posture here and I just let my arms hang, I'm not forcing them out or inside the plane. I just let them hang and then I bring my hands together. That is the number 1 fundamental, and really every great putter is going to use that. The second one is being able to see their line in a posture that works for them. And there's a lot of different ways that you can set up to a putt, and I'm not going to tell you what's right for you. There is a drill that I have here that will show you what's best for you. So what you'll do is you'll get a stick. I just have an alignment rod here, and you put it on a pretty straightish putt of about 6 feet. And then you're going to set up to that with your putter and however you grip the club. And the goal here is to experiment with how tall you want to stand, how bent over you want to stand, how you need to tilt your head to the right, to the left. And the purpose is out of that peripheral vision to see this stick as straight. For example, I stand pretty tall and I have to tilt my head slightly to the right, and that is when I see that line as straight. There's other players that have to be much more bent over than me, or they actually would tilt their head in a different direction. But really encourage you to try this drill, and it's important to continue to come back to this because it might change. Your fundamentals can change through time. The third fundamental is having the shaft of our putter running up through our forearms, having them on the same plane. Now, that's going to be different than in a full swing. In a full swing, we talked about a good grip would be having the grip going through your fingers. And when I do that, what you can see is if you draw a line through my shaft and a line through my forearms, they're in 2 different planes, and the arms would actually intersect with the shaft line. So we want it all to be in the same. How do we do that? Well, we need to have the grip more in our lifelines or more in the palm of our hands. So as you can see here, if we drew a line, the shaft and the forearms are all in line. No matter what grip that you use, it's really important to have that, to be able to use your muscles and be able to control that club face. And lastly is just be athletic when you putt. And what I mean by that is stay in motion. You think about a basketball player shooting a free throw. They're staying in motion, they're staying loose as they shoot. It's the same thing in putting. I see way too many players, and I fall victim to this as well, where we get static over the ball. We don't continue to move, stay athletic. So really important when you're standing over the ball to be tapping your feet, moving your hands, moving up, forward press, whatever it might be, but stay in motion until you move into your stroke.